Now that you have your URL for your webhook, which is once you have your URL for your webhook, you can now go and create a field within the Teams entity within Dynamics to hold this value. So let me go ahead and create that field. Let's leave it at single line of text. I'll just increase the maximum length and then you can save and close. And you can also place this on your form. Once you have saved and published your changes, you can go back to Dynamics, go to the Teams entity. So once you come here, you need to create a new team with the same name that you have created a team within the Teams application. So this is give the same name as to just reduce the confusion, and then copy the webhook that was generated and place it within the field that we recently created. And you can fill out the other mandatory details. And then you can save it. So once it's saved, we can get onto the flow part of it. So the next part to this is to create the flow. So let's get started with that. So let me go ahead and create a new flow. In our current scenario, our trigger would be an update of the case record. Let me select the environment, the entity, and the scope. And now the next step would be to check for the condition if the owner field is actually of Teams. So if yes, then we need to get the team details. So as the owner ID would be the Teams ID. So the next part is once we get the team details, we would also require the contact details. And once we have the details of the team and the contact, we can now post this details or a card directly to the webhook. So I'm selecting the HTTP connector, selecting the method as post, passing in the URL. The URL will actually be passed in from the teams. Sorry. And the content type is application slash JSON. So if in case this is not, then I would just want to cancel this flow. Let's name it. So now that we have our flow ready, we can now get into creating the body, which is the adaptive card.